My name is Jeanette, and I am a high vibrational being, and I'm here. I'm back. Hope everybody is having a blessed day. Hope everybody is staying in a very positive energy despite what is going on in this world. Never bring that energy into your reality. It is what it is at this time. I just want to say my name is Jeanette, and I am a high vibrational being. I am, for those who don't know me, I am an ancient old soul who has reincarnated on this planet at this time to bring the collective consciousness, raise their frequency, raise your consciousness, be in the state of love, compassion, and understanding for one another. I want to start by, let me see who comes on. I don't see nobody on my channel at this time. There's a few things I want to speak about. It's always truth. It's always coming from a space of love, compassion, and understanding. Hope everybody's staying cool and drinking plenty of water, and whatever's going on in Canada with that, whatever's going on over there, whatever energies that is, whatever fire is that they're experiencing out there, we sent them prayers, okay? We sent healing to the earth, to Mother Gaia. We sent healing to those who are being affected in their vessels. Some people do have respiratory problems, so we sent healing to them, that whatever is going on doesn't affect them and they're able to recover quickly. So we are very thankful. So I am here. I channeled some messages that I want to share with the collective at this time. Hello, beautifuls. Hello, beautiful souls. How are you? Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for even tuning into my channel, even taking a glimpse at what I am going to share with you guys. I am very humbly thankful for even having this channel to express the energy that I am feeling, to share with the collective what is going on in this world today through the messages that I receive in my visions, in my dreams, through my feelings, through my connections with my ancestors, with my guides, with God, especially number one, because God is always with me. I am always protected by the Most High God, Creator, Source, Energy. He is not a physical being. The energy of God is energy. So don't think that you are going to be saved by some person that's going to come from the sky to come down and help you. That's not who God is. God is always within you, within your heart. You are the light. You are a child of the most divine God. If you don't know the power that you hold within yourself, you're giving your power away to other entities, other sources, other beings that is not of service to the Most High God. And be true to yourself and be true to others. Know whatever you put out, you are going to receive. Know the energy that you project to others. Know that you are going to receive that energy when you are in the space of love, compassion, and understanding. you're going to receive that energy back. If you are in this envious energy, full of wanting to be or wanting to antagonize a person, just know that you don't have that power. You will never have that power. And any negative energy that is being transmission through any site, through this channel, transmuted to the Most High God. I give that energy back because I know what it is. I feel it and I sense it, and I sent that energy to the Most High God to transmute it. I sent it to Archangel Michael. May he and all of the angels be present here at this moment to keep this channel safe, clear, and cleansed from any energies that is being sent out. We transmute that energy. So I wanted to come on because I channeled some messages today, and some stuff that I've been going through and experiencing these past few weeks. I think ever since that energy of CERN, whatever that portal was closed out, we all felt, I know I felt a lot of changes within my system, within my energetic field. I know that battles have been fought, has been in the spiritual realms, because I know that when you know who you are, when you know the spiritual levels and consciousness that you are at, you're able to see beyond the veil. You're able to sense everything that is going on within inside of you, within the universe as a collective, and everything that is happening at this time. You're able to pick up on that energy. You're able to see it for what it is, transmute it, release it, and let it go. And don't let anything or anyone take over your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit. Make sure that you understand that when people are in your circle and they don't serve you, and you have them around you, you are giving your power away to these energies, and they're blocking you. Be very careful of the people that you surround yourself with, especially at this time. There are things jumping people's vessels at this time. There's energy, there's spirits that are jumping vessels that are very low frequent, vibrational, energetic beings that are here. And it's like invasion of the body snatcher. I don't know, I'm just going through this. I don't know. I mean, if people don't get your English together, please. If you don't know how to spell, do spell check. I'm just being called to say that. If you don't know how to spell, do spell check, because whatever you're putting out, you know how to spell. Stop acting like you don't know how to spell. It's just so weird. Like, people come up in here, Devin, who's Devin? Who are you? Anyway, on May 30th, I don't know if I said this, 144, a very interesting message. And it is for the 144 collective. Spirit speaks. When you feel things ain't going your way, question yourself. Really do some deeper inner soul searching on the choices that you are making in your life. First, you cannot blame anyone for the outcomes in your life. No one's in your head telling you to make choices that are not for your highest good. Ask yourself, how many times am I going to have to go through so much hardship, so much pain? Whatever you are being guided to look in the mirror. You are being guided to look at your own shadows. This channel, I just want to say that whatever name that you have for this being named Joshua, keep that to yourself. I don't promote that in my channel, and I wish that you would not put it on my channel. I am going to delete you, because if that's your savior, then that's your, but this is not the channel for it. This is not the channel for it. And Nightshade, which you are a very dark spirit that is here on my channel, I rebuke you, and I ask Spirit to cleanse you from all negative thoughts and negative energies that you're sending here. You need to go and heal yourself, because I see you. I see you, and I pray for your soul. This is what I'm letting you know. These bots that come into the channel is like, I really feel it, and I really pray for everyone to really, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm not here to harm you. I'm not here saying anything wrong. I know who I am. I know the name that you're using. I know why you're using that name. Okay? Don't bring it into my channel. I know the Son of God. I know my brother. I know who is the Ascended Master. Okay? I work with the Ascended Master, Joshua. I learned about the name that you are using on my channel, and I don't use that name anymore. And Christ is the consciousness. It's not this being that came here, who is a healer, who is a being of an entity, one of our star brothers, who came to this earth to lead the people, to release those densities within their souls, to release the programmings that was not true, to ascend to a higher level of consciousness. And people want to use that to antagonize and cause something. I see you. I see you, and I only want the best for you. I never want any harm against any human being. But you're not going to be coming on my channel and think that you're going to do that, because you're not. I don't accept it. I don't agree with it. And God sees everything that you're doing. And you need to go and heal yourself. As we move forward, but I say thank you. Thank you, because I know the power that I hold. Thank you so much. I want to be, but I think let me see. I don't know when was the last time I was here on this channel. Sorry, guys. The last time I was here, was it? It was 2 weeks ago. I was here. Yeah, and during that time, I was going through a lot. I've been healing. I've been doing my healing. I've been constantly connecting with the guidance, my ancestors, the guides, the spiritual team, the ones that I work with, the ones that people don't understand. That I walk by faith and not by sight. I am not guided by anything outside of myself. But on June 11th, I was just laying in my bed when I channeled a song which was Starlight, Star Bright, First Star I See Tonight, and that was by Madonna. Someone sees a being of light as a person who brightens up their world, especially through the darkness. And I was 17 when this song came out. So that could be significant. Somebody, Starlight, Madonna, may have came out of their darkness. They may have come out and showing the truth of who they truly are. On June 16, the realization that I am continue to experience is the love that I have for the creator, prime creator. Second, love for self, and love for humanity, animals, and my star family. My reality is my reality, and I create always from the highest and for the highest good of all. I see that the Matrix was a place where mentally, at one time, I was trapped and held as a prisoner. But I am no longer in that space anymore. I have went through a very big spiritual awakening. Every day and every second of my life, I am getting lighter and lighter. I'm receiving more messages. I have healed from the past traumas. Any programming that I was programmed into, I released those old programs with so much love and so much understanding and so much kindness. Yes, it was hard in the beginning because I didn't understand why I was losing so many people in my life. Why was I going through this wheel that I felt like I never was getting off. I finally released that. And I am no longer mentally trapped like they want to continuously trap us, God, trap our souls and let us not believe who we truly are as children of the Most High God, the Creator energy, that we have that energy within us as well, and we are beings of light. They just want you to think that you are nobody, and they want you to bow to systems and things that don't serve us, so that way you're not able to come in control of your mind. It's that MK Ultra type thing of energy that has done a lot of experiments on humanity, that have placed people on drugs and medication that we don't need, and have taught us to believe that we are not able to heal ourselves, our bodies, ourselves. And it was all, it's not true. We are very powerful. I connect myself to the X-Men. I always see the connection with X-Men. X-Men is something that I have always read DC Comics and Marvel, but I connect a lot with Storm. I always am trying to find new, when I see comics, old comics, I tend to read them because it does have a lot to do with who we truly are. They just put it in this other lame term as cartoon characters, which the power that they hold, we hold as well. But I'm going to get to this in a few minutes. Let me just continue. On June 18, 2020, I was laying down. I don't know if I read this before. I think I read this one. Did I? I read that one. I'm sorry. Let me go to July 1st. Today, I went to the Salvation Army thrift store. I was guided to pick up 2 books. These 2 books, where are they? This book, Ancient Women, the Yippity Women of Ancient Times. I came home later in the afternoon and started reading the Yippity Women of Ancient Times. I am very fascinated by each and every woman I am reading about. Mind you, I have never heard of these women before. The reason we haven't heard or read about them was because of the male dominant society, culture, religion from 2500 BC and AD 450. Even during the BCE era, I keep Googling each royal priestess, queen that was very powerful, leaders, and their male counterparts were their equal. I came across a very important language taught by Eningaldi, which is a literate woman, even had their own written dialect called Emesal, E-M-E-S-A-L. Because of this dialect, archaeologists can tell when women wrote when women wrote or were written to on the tablets. This is the tablets, the clay tablets. I am very interested in learning more about this dialect because I believe it will open up many DNA codes that have been dormanted, especially if we were connected to these ancestors that are ready to be awakened only for the highest good of all. Remember, these dialects were spoken by women, not men. Since men had their own literacy. I did Google this language and it gave me some information which I will follow up in hopes to activate these tablets within our own DNA library of knowledge. Who knew that women had their own dialect many years ago? Our ancestors had their own language. They spoke their own language because of the society that they lived in. So, if you want to research on this book, do your own research. I'm doing my own research. I'm always expanding my mind. I'm always learning. I'm never letting whatever people tell me, or the history. It's always, you have to do one reference, another reference. Always research, do your work. Not always listen to other people. You don't even have to listen to me. Okay. Do your own research and do your work. But I do want to start again. This was yesterday that I wrote this. Dear beautiful souls, it's 11:14 p.m. I need to sit here and express what I am feeling at this time. I just came out of the shower and my soul said, write all that you are feeling and release it. My soul has taken me back to, again, 2020, my awakening. The year where the world was being guided to go within. Many people didn't understand. They didn't understand what was happening. I didn't either, but I listened to my higher self. Most importantly, I listened to the Divine Father, Mother, Creator of all of us. I vowed to always listen to the guidance of my Creator when I saw my life revealed, and I heard, not in my voice, but in a very loving voice, things that I had mentioned several times that I didn't quite understand until I was guided by the spirit of the archangels, my spirit guides, and ascended masters. I questioned everything because I did not quite understand what was I experiencing, especially personally or spiritually. I knew before I had an awakening, something was happening because I was getting prophetic messages in my dreams, and my soul was guiding me to tell people what is going to happen in their lives if they didn't change their ways. I was in meditation a lot because during 2020 to 2022, there was a big isolation time in our world. What took place, which I started to understand the truth behind what took place in 2020. Anyway, I believe there has been many cover-ups and sacrifices that have taken place in many people's lives, especially. I speak from my experiences. First, there was this human experiment called HIV. Which was a human experiment that was conducted by the CIA, government, and scientists that affected the life of my mother, my stepfather, and my whole entire family. I believe that my family has always been spiritually targeted because, one, I am a child that have very powerful abilities to speak with God. And the spiritual realm get messages, prophetic messages of past, present, even future events that may occur in people's lives or have occurred in people's lives and even our entire planet. I have shared many of my prophetic messages with the collective on my channel. I was guided to use tarot as a source of spiritual guidance as to what I was getting in my channel, my dreams, as a tool used for my ancestors. It was always for guidance, never to intrude in any of my family, friends, lovers, or children's lives. I never have violated the spiritual law or the rights of any of the privacies of anyone. I had privacy of anyone that I had any connections with. I never violated that law. I never ever took my cards out and say, God, a spirit, who is my lover? Who is my lover having relationships with? Who are these people? I never, ever, ever violated the spiritual realm to hurt, harm, or use divinations to stop any or to look into anyone's life, because that's none of my business. That is none of my business. The messages that I was getting was coming straight from my spiritual team, my ancestors. Whether you believe it or not, I really don't care. I really don't care. But I needed to be understood that I am not this person who looks into people's lives and curse their destiny, curse their finances, curse their health, curse their who does that? Who takes time out? Because there are people who do that. They are being on this world because this is a world where it's a world of duality. There are people out there that do this, that take the tools that are given to them, the gifts that are given to them, and they use them. Not always for the highest good of all. So I'm sitting here and I'm releasing everything that I am experiencing. Being guided to let you guys know wake up. Wake up. After I gave the world all the messages and guidance that I needed to heal and raise their consciousness, I was guided to never use tarot cards ever again. Oracle cards is different. Tarot cards is another set of divination. Look into these tools, guidance tools. I am always guided by the Spirit of the Most High God and the spiritual realm. This is not my first rodeo on this earth. I've been here before. This was after I gave the world all the messages and guidance they needed to heal, and I gave it to the collective during the time when I picked up those cards that have over 1,900 videos on my channel. I spoke about everything that is going on in the world today. Which everybody thought it was crazy. I was losing it. But this is what they do. They always say you're crazy. But when you speak in truth, they always say you're crazy, right? But when you speak truth, and it happens, and their lives are turning upside down, you wonder why. Why is your life turning upside down? I didn't do anything to you. I didn't do anything to harm the collective. I was giving you the visions that I was seeing, that I was guided to tell you from a space of love, and compassion. So that way you make the decisions whether you want to wake up or not. That's your choice. That's your free will. I made my choice. I chose to be in the space of light. I chose to heal. I chose to speak truth. To wherever there is dark, I will call you out. I see it, I'm going to let you know this is what it is. It's not to harm you. It's to help you. I was guided to never use tarot ever again because I am able to read, feel, and connect with God and my spiritual team for any information I need answers for myself. Whatever I am experiencing, whatever I'm going through, I don't intrude in my children's life. I don't intrude in my family's life. I didn't intrude in my siblings' life. That's not who I am. I don't violate spiritual laws because I know the effects, the cause and effects of that energy. This was due to me doing my own inner work, my own inner engineering work, healing trauma, letting go of limited beliefs, using my own voice to share what I had experienced as a child, only with truth, and share the trauma that I tried to suppress, the trauma that tried to suppress my soul from being free. I learned so much, and as I kept learning, I kept sharing all that I saw and everything that I was healing, and everything that I was healing with the collective. I was sharing my journey with you guys. I was sharing my past. That's why my channel has been suppressed. That's why people don't come onto my channel, because I see the truth of what it is. Or they try to hide my channel. It is what it is. I don't get paid from YouTube. As long as I do my work that the Most High God has provided me to do, I will do it with so much love and compassion. It's never about any money. Never about what am I going to get out of this. It's not about that. It's about healing one another through prayers, through energy work, through letting you know to try to change your life around. Try to make better choices. I have a lot of compassion because God is in my heart. And when God is in your heart, you feel each and every one. You feel with the energy of what people are going through. And you wish that you could help them, but you can't. You can only go but so far. And people have to make their own choices. Just like I had to learn on my own. I didn't know anything about spirituality. I didn't know anything about divinations. I didn't know anything that I picked up. I didn't know anything about creating arts, creating, connecting to the universe, connecting to the animals, connecting to my star family. I had to awaken little by little by little by little by little by little. My first awakening was very, very intense. It was very powerful. I felt lost. I felt like the world it was a different view. But I told God I would never turn my world around ever again. Once I had that awakening, I vowed to always be true. Always be led by faith and not by sight. And I didn't understand that, but as I was going through this journey, I started to understand what I was going through. The DNA that has been activating within my vessel. The way I had to leave certain foods, certain sugars, certain things in my life to cleanse the energy in my vessel, in order to start to activate those dormanted DNA, to let go of medications that didn't serve me, to let go of the depression, the anxiety that I was programmed to have, the suicidal thoughts. Trigger warning, sorry. It was very intense. Very intense to research what is these things that I'm being told in my spiritual realm, in my world, in my visions. And I had to go and sit and just research. I didn't know. I felt lost. I would talk to people. It's like they look at me like I'm crazy. And I had to always go within and stop asking people, because they wasn't going to help me. They didn't even understand themselves what I was going through, yet alone know what is the 144,000 that the chosen. Who are the chosen ones? These words, I didn't understand them. I came to learn them when I had that awakening. I learned to understand because there were visions that God showed me when the government were doing experiments on humans. They were doing cover-ups. These actors, these actresses, these stars, these people who were doing things to little kids. I saw them in my vision. And I had to put it out into the world. Because that's the gift that God has given me to share with everyone. Not to hide it. Not to use it against anyone as a weapon, which people use. Knowing that I wasn't the only one as a child who was taken to a ship, that we do have connections to beings that are in our inner world and they are in our outer world. There's different planets. We're not the only ones. We never have been the only ones in this world alone, in this planet, where there's other planets where people say that there's no life outside of Earth. That's not true. There's life everywhere. God did not just create this planet. So it was a little difficult for me to navigate the spiritual realm and to understand. I started reading books after books after books, and getting connected to, because I didn't watch TV, so TV was not in my world until YouTube came in and started to connect with people from this spiritual realm, understanding what are star seeds, researching star seeds, researching the chakras, researching energetic fields, researching physics, researching the mind. Research after research. That I went to school. I went to college. I got a degree. Got a couple of degrees. But I never was taught this. I never was taught who we are, truly. No, didn't understand the ancestors. I was getting visions of Egypt, getting visions of the Egyptians, getting visions of different star beings. That was not just a coincidence. There was a purpose. There's a reason. God is not a person. God is energy. I learned so much, and as I kept learning, I kept sharing all that I saw and everything that I was sharing my healing journey. I had awakened to my true sovereign being, and many didn't like what I was sharing on my platform. But that never stopped me, because I learned about the power of fear that has been programmed into the consciousness of humanity. I learned that I am in full control of my mind, my body, and my soul. And no being has that power over me. Nobody has that power over my mind, my body, and my soul, my spirit, my God, my beautiful balance, left, right, brain. It's all balanced. The yin, the yang, the feminine, and the masculine energy is intact. Where they wanted to separate that energy, where they wanted to control that anger, that other side that don't serve. But it serves when you are balanced. When one energy is more active than the other, you have to bring them into balance. Your masculine and your feminine energy. You can be too emotionally, I remember I was emotionally not stable. And that wasn't me. It wasn't really me. It was a program that I needed to let go. The program of depression, anxiety, suicide, all these things that we are taught that we have that we need to take medication for, which we don't. Okay? Just like addictions. Addiction is another form of controlling your mind, your body, and your soul, your spiritual self. God is in every one of us. God is here. And if you think God don't see what you're doing, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Look at yourself. Take a moment to look at yourself in the mirror and see if you like what you're seeing. Or the person in that mirror. That's a reflection of who you are. I look at myself in the mirror every single day, and I love myself. I love myself. And I love every being that I have encountered. I let go because I have no attachments to anything. I learned. And for those souls who have transcended to another dimension, because they taught us that death is forever, and that's a lie as well. It's not. We just transcend to another level of consciousness. We release the vessel, but the soul never dies. The spirit never dies. But question yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you love what you're looking at in the mirror? Do you love that person that may be hurting another person? Question yourself. Why do you do these things? Is it you, actually you? Or are you on medication? Something that you are programmed to believe? A program that has been embedded into your vessel, into your mind? I was told when I was little I was ugly. I was told when I was little I was not gonna... A lot of things. I had big bubble lips. I was flat-chested. I was not pretty enough. I wasn't good enough. Now you can say whatever you want to say because I know who I am. And you grow up. You grow up thinking that's who you are, and you're not that person. You're not what those people were telling you. These are people who are also hurt. That need to heal from those programs. I learned that I am in full control of my mind, my body and soul, and no being has that power over me. I just got to speak that out loud and clearly. No being, none of the things that you guys are, whoever's doing, whatever they're doing, whatever frequency, whatever they do, because really, it doesn't affect those who have passed the 5D level of consciousness, who are connected to the divine. The Christ has reached that level, that their light body, there's a lot of protection, layers and layers and layers and layers and layers that we have to go through. They can't no more tap into my dreams, tap in, because I seen them in my dreams. They did a lot of horrible things. They try to do a lot of things that was not of the highest good. And I put this out into my channel. Every time I got these visions, I would put it out into my videos. I always spoke my truth. That's why I was able to release the programming. I started to heal, started to understand, working with crystals, working with the power of your voice, working with the power of true prayer, connection to the angelic, your spiritual team that is always protected. I mean, I don't know how I found so many messages from my ancestors through feathers, thousands. I had a whole bag. I have it. I put it away. But then I started to receive more these past couple of months from June to current, because there has been something that has been in the energetic field trying to do things to the vibration of the planet, because whatever they're doing to the planet, there is being done to the vessel, to us. We are very powerful beings of light. We are connected to everything. If you don't understand, we are connected to the trees. We are connected to the stars. We are connected to the earth, the layers of the earth, the animals. We telepathically speak to the animals. We telepathically speak to one another. We have telekinesis. We have levitation energy. We are limitless beings. Okay? Don't ever let anybody tell you that you are not powerful. When you come into your power and you understand the power that you hold within, how protected you are, how the spiritual realm works, how your galactic family will download information into your vessel, will give you these dreams, these visions, these activations, connecting to the earth, to the water, to the sun. I don't know. You question that. It's like learning. I mean, within the last 6 years, I learned so much about this planet, this earth, and everyone that is involved in all the fraud and everything that is going on and being disclosed at this time. Many of us have predicted, have brought these information forward to the collective. It's not only me, many of the light workers here who are on this earth helping raise the consciousness of humanity, the healing. Not only means others out there doing the work. Very humbly thankful for those who are really taking this journey very serious and understanding the impact that it has on yourself, on this planet, on other people's lives, your future generation. Gotta be kind to one another. Can't hold grudges and anger towards anyone. When the truth is being spoken, it needs to be told. It's very important not to have hidden agendas within our society. It doesn't help. We need to be together, grow together, expand together, make this world a better place for all, not for oneself to be rich or for what? Illnesses and diseases and holding on to things that doesn't serve you, creating toxic environments, creating toxicity in your life, creating unhealthy relationships, taking things that really harms your vessel, alcohol, medications, things that really doesn't serve us. But once you are open and understand and you walk by faith and you say, you know what, God, I don't need this anxiety pill. I'm going to leave that anxiety. I left all the medication, pain medication. I fell down 14 steps. I herniated my whole lower lumbar, all levels in my back. I had multiple surgeries. I had surgeries in my leg. They say I could never squat again. They said I couldn't do things again, ever. I had surgery in my ankle. I had pulmonary embolism. I had multiple car accidents. I lost many of my family members due to 2020 events, due to one of my nephews, I spoke about this, in a jail system, taking his own life, okay? That was not a coincidence. Had my sister who passed away from Lou Gehrig's disease. My mother, HIV, mental illness. My stepfather, who was a veteran as well, HIV. My little brother, the only brother that I had from my mother's side of the family, because I have another side of my family, which is my father's side, which he had other children, which I had a brother who was a police officer, but he wanted nothing to do with me. I got that energy when I met him. This man who said he was my father, I try to embrace him with love. But I was already grown. I already had my own ways. It was like, you know. But there was a lot of things in my life. I lost my son in a very vicious way of ending someone's life. A boy who never harmed a person. He loved women, that's for sure. He loved women, I ain't gonna lie. My son loved women. Maybe because he was raised with a mother who was also looking for love in all the wrong places. That's me. That was me at one time, looking for love in all the wrong places. So our children are products of that until we heal ourselves. It is what it is. I know better now. Of the things that occur in my life needed to occur because I needed to ascend to a higher level consciousness. And not only that, there's a spiritual contract. If you guys don't know about spiritual contracts, we come into this world with a spiritual contract and we have to fulfill our contract in order to continue to ascend. This is not my first rodeo here on this planet. That's why it didn't take me long. I mean, it took me long enough. I am over whatever age it is, because you know what? Age is nothing. It's like the life we live on this world. It's has a how you say it? When you are not letting life situations drain you, you rejuvenate. You don't hold on to worries, and we maintain our youth. We maintain our health. We reverse the aging process. We don't eat the same food, because I know I no longer eat meat. Cut that out. I got on it before, but then I released it again. No more meats. No more chicken. No more turkey. No more fish. I don't eat fish. I don't eat eggs. I don't cut bread off, because they want to bloat you up with all these chemicals, putting things in foods. You gotta be very careful with the food that you're eating. Always pray over your food. Always pray over your water. Because people have taken it upon themselves that are in these high elite places to try to control humanity. And I'm here to tell you, you have no control. Your elite, whatever you had going on, whatever you were spreading is over. Whatever lies that have been told is being revealed. Whatever files that are hidden is being exposed. Whatever tablets have been hidden are going to once again surface up. So those who are guardians of the earth, here, present, now, are going to bring that into the children who are going to learn the real history of who they are, their ancestors, the power that they hold. No more hiding. It's all full disclosure from the littlest people who try to siphon energy from other ones. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Watch yourself. Be careful what you do. Don't play with people's energy. You don't know who you're playing with. You don't know the connections they have to their spiritual team. Be very careful. Don't ever wish anybody wrong, not even in your mind, because God knows your thoughts. God is right here, and He knows everything you're thinking. Whew. I learned, okay, I speak. I speak to my Creator, God, every moment of my life. And I walk this world with so much love and compassion for all that, for all, love and all that, for love, I'm sorry, and I walk this world with so much love and compassion for all, that any distraction they try to send my way, I see it, I call it out with compassion, never any anger or hatred, because that is not who I am. I am a sovereign being of light. I have not lied or did any wrongdoing ever since I have this big spiritual awakening. I wasn't perfect, and I am now living the laws the Creator gave us to follow in order to ascend to our Christ consciousness. And for this and everything that I've been through, I am grateful. And as I end this at 11:58 p.m., that I started to write this last night at, I didn't put the time. I end this message with the angel number seen 555. Major changes are happening. 222, lots of balances. Balance is being restored. 888, infinite abundance, infinite, this world is an infinite world. Energy is always, it never dies. Energy never dies. 444, stability. 10, there's a lot of endings and new beginnings. And 111. Those are the numbers that I seen yesterday. And today, July 17, 2026, I am getting the name Brandon. So I started to channel messages. I don't know. Somebody's name is Brandon. This energy needs to be very careful with the people around him or he's associated with. Somebody's name is Brandon. They could be in a circle of people, or somebody may just call themselves Brandon. I am also getting Egypt. There may be a trip to Egypt or someone who has connections to Egypt. They will definitely be transformed once they go to the king chamber. If you know about the pyramids, you physically go there. There is an exchange of energy, especially if you are coded with DNA coding. These are codes that were given to those who are here, who are doing their work, who have a connection to past life Egyptian. There are light codes within that will activate once you are in that chamber, and you will go through this. I'm not even gonna say no more. But there will be an awakening. Their lives will never be the same. There are many family, friends, lovers, just people around the world that is transitioning to the spiritual realm. Some people are accepting this. Some people are accepting that their passed on loved ones are passing away. And there are others that are finding it very difficult. But this is part of the cycle of life. Remember, energy never dies. It just transcends. It just transforms and expands. In the physics, this law means the total amount of energy in an isolated system remains constant. When an action occurs, energy is simply transferred. In death, the heat and atoms that make up a biological body do not vanish. They are released and repurposed into the environment as thermal energy, gases, and organic matter. Research it. I brought this mushroom character. I brought this character. He's my mushroom head. But there's a reason behind this mushroom head. Okay? Where was I? I'm sorry, I lost my place. I brought this mushroom character about 2 weeks ago. The mushroom character that I was guided to buy is a symbolism for transformation, hidden wisdom, and connection to all that is. Just like fungi that thrive in the dark, these characters symbolize finding strength in difficult times, uncovering deep truth, and powerful, unseen ways we are all connected to the earth and one another. There's always a symbolism. There's always something. There's a reason why things are what they are. There are hidden information that we are not taught. Symbolism is very important. You really gotta go deep and understand what the energy is guiding you. What is the colors? I work with energy, so I understand. There's certain information. The key spiritual archetype of mushroom characters representing the mystery of the mind and the inner growth, grief or decay, and transmute into rich, life-giving soil. The mushroom is also a healer, historically associated with medicine and magic. They embody both physical restoration and the expansion of higher consciousness. The weaver of communities, empathizing the mycelium network, which is the mind, symbolizing the deep connectiveness, the unseen forces of life, and the collective consciousness. These characters represent how small, unseen actions ripple out to support the broader community. In folk cultures, connections, enlightenment, and rebirth. In ancient Egypt, mushrooms were associated with Osiris and viewed as a symbol of immortality and rebirth, the unknown, and magic. In the witchcraft and fairy folklore, mushrooms are heavily tied to hidden knowledge, fairy rings, and unpredictable magic of nature. Then at 2:18, I got a channeled song. I got a channeled song by Tupac Shakur. Black Panthers are very significant. It is connected to Storm, X-Men. She is the wife. I researched Storm. She is the wife. She is a powerful Omega level mutant in Marvel Comics with abilities to control the weather, and a leader who has served as a queen of Wakanda and a member of the Avengers. Born in Harlem, she became a thief in Cairo before her powers manifested, leading her to be worshipped as a goddess and recruited by Professor X. Her abilities include summoning lightning, creating hurricanes, and flight, and she is known for her strong will, tactical skills, and multiple lingualism. And she's an expert gardener. She's fluent in Swahili, Arabic, and Wakandan. Back to All Eyes on Me is the fourth studio album by rapper Tupac, and finally released during his lifetime. So All Eyes on Me was Tupac's last song that he made before he passed away, 7 months before his death. He released the song February 13th, so there's an Aquarius here. And it was released by Death Row and Interscope Records, which recorded it on October 13 to December 18, 1995. Those dates may be significant for someone. Someone's birthday here may have associations with groups of gangsters, occults that may sacrifice people, because I believe someone feels that they are being watched. All eyes on me. Number 4 is someone's stability, somebody's home, somebody's mind, somebody's relationship. It could be somebody's job that is at risk. Somebody feels like they're being watched. Tupac is family. When I mentioned X Storm, she was also married to the Black Panther. Research. And somebody here, this is the energy that I'm getting. They may be a Libra, an Aquarius, or an Aries, because there's a number 4 here. And a very big split that is happening between the political, the religion, the people's cultures, that is making the world really look deep inside their souls and questioning everything. June 4, somebody is a Gemini. There is justice here. There is balance being brought. And there is the yin and yang energy as well, which is the divine feminine and divine masculine energy being balanced out within each and every one who is doing the work. I also got another song at 2:43, which is I'm Coming Out. Diana Ross. Someone is coming out their shell. No more hiding. Being seen by the world. Something about public platforms. Somebody may be an artist. Somebody sharing their gifts. There is someone who is sharing their love. They're is very confident in who they are and not afraid to speak their truth. Standing in their power. Bringing things to the light. Whether it is accepted by, you don't have to accept it. Remember, every one of us have our own free will. We are able to discern the energy that is of our highest good. Making sure that we're making the right choices in our lives, so that way it doesn't affect the law of karma. The law of karma, I don't see it as a good or a bad. I don't see it as bad. I just see it as lessons. Like, again, we have to learn. If we're repeating patterns, there's something in your life that you need to release. Look at the patterns. Look at the people around you. Look at the job that you're holding. Look at the mind, your mind. What are you doing? Look at yourself in the mirror. Question everything. Don't ever believe that everything you see is exactly what is happening, because it's not. I also wanted to mention about Storm. Storm had a connection to the African spirituality and the Orishas, which is rooted in both her mutant abilities and her rich ancestral heritage. While not directly an Orisha, she is heavily inspired by and compared to these deities, particularly Oya, the Aruba Orisha of winds, storms, and the gates of change. That's why I like Storm. She is powerful. That's one of my favorites. She is Oya. There's a connection here. Oya, there's energy there. These energies also could be used against humanity. People use things that they don't know about, and it's having a reverse energy on them. Be careful. Storm Omega levels controls over weather, mirrors Oya, the Orishas who commands wind, lightning, and chaotic storms. Both are viewed as fierce protectors and powerful forces of transformation. There is a transformation that is happening. There are mirrors that are being placed on in your life. There are things that you need to look at and reflect in your life. The divine power in various comic arcs, such as Black Panther, Storm's connection to the divine energy have been fully realized at times, elevating her to a literal goddess with a small g of nature who bridges the human world with the spiritual world. Ororo Moron is descendant from an ancient royal bloodline of African priestesses and sorcerers. Her ancestors, such as Yeisha and Ashake, were powerful magic users who worship and drew upon abilities of earth foundations deities, including elder goddesses Ashtor. People use these energies. The ancient ancestors, the Orishas, okay, because I read upon them, I read about their history, and how people use that power to do things to our planet, our earth, and our elements, and work with these. I had no idea people do. I mean, they go above, beyond. I mean, anything is possible. There's a lot of possibilities. This world is of different levels of consciousness. There's different levels of parallel universes here. There are different levels of reality. Everything's not really what it really is. People need to really look beyond of what is really happening and the energy that is being played out, because we are living in the times of the book of the Revelations as well, where things are happening in our planet, and it's not for destruction. It's only for the highest good. Evil cannot be a permanent energy, destroying each other, one another. Do you understand? I don't understand how people like doing things to other human beings for their satisfaction, for money. It just doesn't make sense to me how people are being sacrificed, taken, without their knowledge, being used, tested. And it says here, before joining the X-Men, she was literally worshipped as a weather goddess by tribes of the Serenity. I don't know. For decades, writers explored the duality of whether she is merely a mutant with godlike powers or a true goddess whose mutation is simply a conduit of her ancestral divine magic. And if you want more, do your research. If that's something that, I mean, the X-Men are really powerful beings of higher level consciousness, of other universes and realities, that they don't just create this just to create it because it's something that came to their minds. No. I don't believe that. But you got to do your own research. I could say whatever I want to say, but at the end of the day, you have to use your own discernment. You use your own research. Don't ever let anybody tell you this is what's happening, this is what's going on, this is why the weather is this way. I feel like there's things that are happening in this world, whatever is going on in Canada, they can't stop God's light from shining. They cannot stop anything from transcending this world to a world that doesn't serve the darkness anymore. We are moving up to a different level of, I know, I speak from my experience, level of consciousness, and release that density, those old programmings that doesn't serve you. I've been here a while, I believe. I love speaking to each and every one of you. I mean, I have nobody on my channel at this time, but I appreciate it. I'm really humbly thankful for being here and speaking my truth and sharing what I'm sharing with the collective. Is not to harm or hurt anyone. And I did water painting. I found this little palette, so I am water painting. So that I feel that there's the sun, the energies of the trees, the earth. It's a lot of healing happening. A lot of love as well that transmute all dark energies. Let me see. I also was doing certain symbols and characters. I don't want to talk about what I'm creating at this time, but I'm creating something and I want to let it be a surprise because it's going to help humanity. So I did draw the I Ching, and there's balance here. I see balance with the I Ching. This is the I Ching right here. The I Ching. It's another form of divinations. The I Ching. And let me see. I draw all over because I have different books of I see the all-seeing eye, which I wear. Is very protected. I'm very protected. So when I first got this, I knew in my spirit what it was. There's a spaceship that I drew, and it has a lot of symbols. And it says, I have love for humanity. I come in peace. There's a snake here. But snakes can also be healing. So there's healing. There's also, oh, there was something I wanted to share with you, right? I wanted to share it with you. Hold on. I've been listening to this song over and over and over again. I love the lyrics. So I just wanted to share with you. I can't, how you say it? I can't put the music on. But if you want to, it's called Namo, which is ONGNAMO. And it's Amno is wisdom. And it starts like this. Oh, my beloved, kindness of the heart, breath of life, I bow to you. I am coming home. I am coming home. I am coming home. I am coming home. Oh, my beloved, kindness of the heart, breath of life, I bow to you. Teacher, divine friend, I bow to you again and again. Lotus, sitting on the water, beyond time and space. This is your way. This is your way. This is your grace. This is your way. This is your grace. This is your way. This is your grace. So it goes on. It's a mantra. But it's very, very beautiful. And it really vibrates when you sit with this song, this energy, this peace. The music itself is so high vibration. I don't know. It tingles every element, every cell within my being. I feel this loving energy just constantly opening up my heart. It's a mantra. So it's doing its tones, certain tones that activates within your being. I didn't know these things either. I didn't know toning, frequencies, all these energies have an effect on our vessels. We are not taught these things. But I think it's time. I think it's time that changes need to be made. And it has to start within us first. Within us, then in order to teach others. We need to pray for one another. We need to understand that we are all on different journeys. All different levels of consciousness. Never take anything personal. Know that kindness, gratitude, compassion goes a long way. When you serve others, you are serving yourself. You are serving God. The God and other with the lowercase g. The God in others We are all children of God. We are all here to expand, to learn, create, be a part of this big, beautiful change that is happening on our planet, in our world, in our systems, within our vessels. We are rejuvenating ourselves. We are healers. We heal through nature. We heal through prayers. We heal through the truth that we express. We share our gifts with so much love. I want to say thank you to all of you for being here. I'm very thankful that I am able to come and talk to this device here and share my journey, share my truth, speak my truth and my experiences. I'm no better than you. Know that we are all on different paths. We are all on different levels of consciousness. We come to serve and help our planet, our animals, our water, our air, our vessels, help our ancestors ascend and keep them alive from the education, from the spiritual teachings. Learning how to be kind to one another. Thanking our galactic family, our archangels, because I work with divine beings of light. I pray for each and every one of you to ascend, never with any malice or any hatred in my heart. Never, ever, 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 ever. I thank you again. I love you all, and I'm so humbly thankful that God has given me the opportunity to experience everything I experience in life. To get to know people who are no longer present, for their wisdom, their knowledge, their love, their teachings. I love them all. And those who are still here on this earth, I pray for my children. They are all old enough to take care of themselves and find their own path. I do not intervene in their life, but I always pray that they will seek the Most High God and find their life, their path, and become very successful in the creation that they create every single day of their lives. And may they understand that they are never alone. that I birthed them, but their real mother and father are always with them. The energy, prime source energy, creation, not no man, not no being that came here and no. There's a bigger picture, a bigger source, a bigger creator that is within all of us. And once we find that God, that creator, that loving energy, you will never ever have to worry about anything ever again. And I speak from experience, and I love you. Namaste, my beautiful, beautiful souls. Blessings to all. I'll see you in the next one. And be kind to one another and pray for one another. We send healing out, dear Father. I pray for those, pray for this planet. May whatever is going on in Canada that is spreading around, may it be transmuted to the highest light. May it decrease. May it serve as a transition from one energy into something very positive and loving, dear Father. That's all I ask. And I thank you. And may healing from Mother Gaia and the animals and those who have transcended, dear Father, may their souls go with you. I love you and I thank you.